All right, so, wow. After the drama of Monday, I decided that there were certain things I needed to do. And one of those things was not relying on this client for my rent. And they did pay. I will be able to pay my rent this month. The question is, will I be able to pay it next month? Because I walked down to a store today and I was talking to them and I noticed a lady being trained and I said, "Oh, is this your first day?" And she said, "Yeah." I didn't know they were hiring. In fact, I just looked at that particular store and I didn't see them hiring. This was 2 days ago, maybe 3. So it must be new. Must be a new job ad, but I finally found it, so I applied. And it had some weird questions. Let me tell you what doesn't work on an app. I've been a freelance writer for almost 15 years. Maybe right at 15 years. So one of the questions was trying to figure out how many times you've been fired, by asking how many times you have voluntarily resigned your position. So the assumption there is that if you put 0, you've been fired. That doesn't work for someone who's been doing the same job 15 years. Because they asked the question like 6 times. Did you voluntarily resign from your last position? No. I'm still working it. Did you voluntarily resign from any positions in the last 6 months? No, because I've been doing the same thing for 15 years. What about 1 year? Have you voluntarily resigned from any position in the last 12 months? No, because I've been doing the same thing for 15 years. And they went all the way back 4 years. The answer is still no, because I've been doing the same thing for 15 years. But they're trying to figure out if I've been fired. That doesn't work if I've been doing the same thing for 15 years. I'm leaning on my leg. This is why I always appear to be crooked. So, doesn't work. In fact, it was a rather involved application. But the worst one I applied to was food service. And it's close to my house, but it only paid like $9.50 an hour. I'm almost not going to get out of bed for that. But the alternative to this is being homeless. So I guess I'm going to get out of bed to work part-time for less than $10 an hour because I need to figure out what I'm going to do about this client. They pay me a lot of money every month, and now they want to pay 30 days from the date of the invoice. And that's homeless right there. The first time they do that, I'm homeless. So now I'm kind of scrambling. And it is what it is. I've applied to 4 or 5 jobs. 2 of them are in the local area. Now think about that. 3 of them are in the local area within a 2-mile radius of my house, which is perfect. And 2 of them are about 7 to 8 miles away. That's not so great. Because taking an Uber that far would cost me $30 a trip. And one-way walking that far would take me 2.5 hours. So I've got some problems if I need to go 7 miles, but hopefully we'll hope that one of these 3 places in town hire me because I'd rather walk 30 minutes than almost 3 hours. So anyway, I can't let this company make me homeless. And I don't understand why they're delaying the payments like that. These aren't like, they don't owe me $10,000 a month. You know, it's really, in the great big grand scheme of things, it's not very much money. If you're making, $20 an hour, it's worth about 2 weeks of your time. So it's not very much money at all. So I don't understand why they're not paying in a timely manner. We're not talking about $10,000 or $20,000 or $1 million or something like that. It's not. So I just can't let them make me homeless. And here's the deal. I could probably use some extra money anyway. Because any one of these jobs, the minute they schedule me 20 hours a week, that's more than I need. I really only need, let me do the math real quick. Let me see what we got. I need to figure out how much I need plus taxes. The minute I go to work for somebody else, the tax man is going to just rob me blind. Not like he's not already doing it, but, all right. We'll say if I average every job, the average wage is about $13 an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and use that math. But it's really weird what they're paying. Like Pizza King was the worst at $9.50, and Aldi's was the best at almost $18 an hour. And everybody else is falling somewhere in between there. Most of them are in the $12 to $15 range. But that's a huge range for paying somebody per hour in the early to mid 2000s. If I went to apply for a job, regardless of what that job was, if it was roughly the same title, it was roughly the same pay. So if one job paid $9, the best of it might pay $11. You just didn't get a wild $10 an hour swing like that. It's really weird what the hourly wages are right now. But anyway, well, if I could math, well, technically I need about 19 hours a week, which is not bad, but here's the deal. Every month I won't need that. So what I'll probably do is pay off debt, and invest. I've got some ideas on investing because I don't really need that much money. I don't need to work that much. But it is what it is. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I've applied to 5 jobs so far. We'll see if anybody calls, because to employers, I have not held a job in 15 years, but I've owned my own business for 15 years. It's a weird kind of thing. But for most of the places I've applied, I've got good relationships with everybody because I shop there. So we'll see how it goes, but I figured I'd give an update. I'm safe, marked safe from financial ruin for the rest of September until probably about the last week of October. So we'll see how it goes. If you've purchased a book lately, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. If you've left a comment or liked or anything like that, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. And if you would like to do any of that on this video, please feel free to do so. That's it for this one, and I thank you. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you later.